Plenty of options to look at thanks to your suggestions in the first episode of this 4th season here at Leeds United. We have close to £100 million left to spend in this window. We're at 89.94, and with further sales that are hopefully going to come for Danny Rose, Callum Wilson, Gazaniga and Edmondson, there's still plenty more to be spent too if we can get the deals done. We will still go ahead with Abdoulaye Doucouré once we've advanced a little bit further and I can re-go in for him. Similarly, Josh King. But I have a number of other alternatives you guys have given me for other positions, specifically at centre-back. We have another couple of options given for right-back. Emerson at Real Betis. Everybody's having to be scouted. Almost everybody's having to be scouted from the new suggestions. It's going to take about 2 weeks in-game. Max Aarons, who's now at Bayern Munich, was a popular suggestion, as well as Yusuf Attal, who can play at right wing as well as right back. Centre-back, I had loads of suggestions. We had Eric Bailly, Todibo, Kabak. Sergey Gomez was transfer listed. He's 30, so it's obviously going to be a potential backup option. Similarly, Murillo, he was transfer listed. There was transfer listed an 85 rated Giorgio Chiellini. He's 37 and he's not valued that highly at all. That could be a great experienced player to go for. There's been a lot of shout in the comments for me to sign younger players, and I get that, don't get me wrong. But Chiellini could be phenomenal as a rock to help build from at the back. If Esteban Cambiasso can sign for Leicester City, Giorgio Chiellini at 37 can sign for Leeds United. We'll contemplate that. Wesley Hoot was on the transfer list at Chelsea. Joe Gomez was obviously suggested, but he's monstrously expensive and probably not that realistic for us to go for at this stage. We haven't yet qualified for any European competition. Jamal Lascelles was heavily suggested because Newcastle got relegated. He'd actually already moved in this save to Leicester, but I'll still scout him and still am open to that signing. Fikayo Tomori was recommended as well. He's previously moved to Leipzig in this save, but I'm open to bringing him into the club. Then there was Edson Alvarez, who's at Ajax, can play at CDM or centre-back. So I'm going to look to scout him as well, and we'll see if he's any good. I've not ever come across him in a save before. With regards to the winger, Almiron was suggested, again because Newcastle got relegated, but he's at Leipzig, having already moved in this save, but again, I'm open to looking at him. Curtis Jones was offered as a potential loan signing, just out of curiosity to see how high he's grown in this save so far. I'll give that a scout. We also added Alfonso Davis to the list to potentially play on the wing or at wing back. I'm still not sure about this guy, but you guys were adamant that I should sign the striker, the young striker. We have Cengiz Ünder. He's currently at PSG, not Roma, but we'll scout him and see what he's like. Still leaning towards Florian Thauvin for a higher rated option, although waiting for that scout report to come back still. Pedro De La Vega always gets suggested. He's absolutely rapid. It's whether his technicals actually live up to that. This was the young French guy that you guys said that I really should sign. Djibril Patia, 19 years of age, 4-star, 4-star. If we can grow his finishing, he could be absolutely deadly in a couple of seasons' time. And Harvey Barnes, who's previously moved to Arsenal in this save, was suggested. And also Alain Saint-Maximin because of Newcastle's relegation. But he's previously already moved to Lyon in this save. But again, I am scouting him and we'll find out if he's any good. So there's plenty to be done, plenty to be looked at. And we shall wait and see as we advance forward and then play the first game of the season against Southampton in a week's time, what we can get done. Again, I am going to go for Doucouré still. I am going to go for Josh King still, and then we'll look for the centre-back after that. So I'm going to advance a little bit further. We'll have a quick train as well en route to the Southampton game. Try and get Abdoulaye Doucouré done before that game. Who's missing from that one? Someone's missing from that, and I can't recall off the top of my head who it is. We'll have a look at the squad. Or I'll have a look at the squad off camera and try and figure out who it was that I had in that training regime. I can't quite recall. Anyway, moving forward, we shall... Oh, you squad mount... Oh, no, that's for players that I've already got, isn't it? Brandon Cooper. This guy's physicals. Insane at 17 years of age. Technically, still needs a lot of work, but he's going to be brilliant. And Elliot Price is out for 5 days. That's not a problem. Right, Let's see if we... Actually, I should be able to get to Kure now, shouldn't I? Abdullahi. I can't get Josh King. And no, I still can't go in for Doucouré. Well, I'll go as far as the Southampton game, then try again. If not, I will see you in the Southampton game. Trying again for Doucouré then. We agreed about a 20 million fee last time we attempted it. And they... Oh, 18.5. Even better. We'll get him for cheaper. Now, I can't recall off the top of my head what I offered him contract-wise. I think it was about 60-something. And they just straight up walked away. Or was it... It was either he or Josh King that I removed a bonus and they straight up walked away and weren't willing to agree any further. We will accept that. 3 years is fine. No release clause is fine by me. Now give me an idea of what you want wage-wise, please. 66, yeah. Now I removed this bonus and they just straight up walked away. So I will add an extra £10,000 to that and hopefully they'll sign it this time around. And indeed they will. So Abdoulaye Doucouré is... in. That deal is done. Right, Josh King, you were dirt cheap. Let's get that deal done. No, we don't want to begin negotiations with regards to his release clause. Let's see if we can get this one done this time around. And then fingers crossed, we will have still a really sizable amount of money left to go and sign a couple of other players, including a winger and a centre-back. I'm going to counter there. I'd rather not pay over 11 if I can avoid it. But apparently they are quite... keen on me paying about 11. How about 10.1? I've come to 7 figures. 8 figures even. Let's do it 10.3. That's fine. He's 30, but again, I'm not that bothered about age for a backup player like this. He's going to be playing behind Tyler Roberts, so I'm not too bothered about that. He wants an important squad job. I'll try and get him to sign rotation, but he might be adamant that he wants important, and indeed they are. It's fine. He's not going to play a massive role, but as a rotation player, he's going to be absolutely brilliant. So we'll just count with 3. There's no point going to 4 because they won't agree it anyway. And what do you? Hopefully they'll give me an idea of what they want wage-wise, and I won't need to fluff it up again. No, that doesn't look like they're going to. Fine. I can't remember off the top of my head what I offered him last time. I'll try 45 and a £400,000 signing on fee. Okay, that's good. 48 maybe, 51. Fine, that still leaves us 60 million and 90,000 in the bank. 2 signings done. Let's wait for those scout reports and then we can make a move for a winger and a striker. Jared Bowen is up to 80 rated, which is great. It's probably going to be Adama that I drop from the starting lineup for any next winger that comes in. We'll put Josh King there on the bench. Just move Gazaniga back here and Doucouré similarly. And then Doucouré can come off there for Milner. Doucouré can come into the starting lineup for Phillips. And I'm actually going to make Ben White my captain. There we go. So, for this game against Southampton then, Origi, Doucouré and Ward-Prowse all making their debuts. Let's see what we can do. Oh, actually, I've got a pre-match press conference. Let's see what we can do on the opening day of the Premier League season. Targeting a European spot this year. We're a threat to other teams aiming for it, is what we'll say. I won't put myself under too much pressure and say that it's mandatory. The board would like us to. Double will prove he's the right man. He's not going to be starting straight away. And should we expect to see more of Traore? Well, until I've replaced him in the starting lineup, yes, Adama Traore will continue. But Florian Thauvin, plus potentially a couple of others, will be being scouted. And we'll see if they're any good. Right, Southampton away, coming up to start us off on the field. Our first challenge of the new season lies in front of us. Southampton, Angus Gunn in goal. Cedric, Yoshida, Vestergaard and Bertrand as a back 4. Hesketh, Fernandes, Christie and Redmond as the midfield 4. With Andres Martin and Guido Carrillo up top. Carrillo, always a really strong physical striker to try and play against. But we've got a new striker of our own in Divock Origi, so we'll see how he plays in this one. Doucouré, I'm hoping, will be an absolute rock in the centre of midfield now. And hopefully James Ward-Prowse, to be fair, his first competitive game is against his former team. So we'll see how he does back on his old stomping ground. What a way to welcome him into the team. Let's see what we can do on the opening day of the Premier League season for Season 4. Divock Origi making moves in front of me. And Tyler Roberts will look for Divock Origi here. Drop the shoulder on Vestergaard. And... whoa! Couldn't quite keep it down, Divock. But good dribbling feet, good turning to be five. Perhaps could have taken that a little bit further on. Not the finish I was after, though. Oh, nicely intercepted by Doucouré. And Bowen looking for Tyler Roberts. Oh, who buries it brilliantly, but he's offside. Lovely ball through by Bowen on his right foot, but marginally offside. Oh, that was close. Doucouré in there to Adama. Very impressed with Abdoulaye Doucouré so far. He's been absolutely brilliant. Bowen gets caught on that, but Ward-Prowse will win it back. Bowen looking for Tyler Roberts again. Maybe this time he's definitely onside, and Angus Gunn makes a good save. On the front foot at the beginning of this game. Ward-Prowse with his first set-piece delivery for us was decent. We get a cross from him at a second attempt. Maybe just a pass inside there. Tyler Roberts. White to Doucouré. Slightly overplayed, but Tyler Roberts is there again. Running out of space. We'll look for Bowen. Spin well, maybe. Oh, Cedric defends it superbly. Putting on the pressure on Southampton in these opening stages. They have not been able to cope with us. We just haven't yet found a way past Angus Gunn. Doucouré. I'll try and get this to... Well, I want to try and get it to Origi, but I haven't found the opportunity for that pass yet. Adama, that was a bit fancy and unnecessary. Origi out of his feet. Oh, shot blocked again by the defender. Southampton really under so much pressure here. Fredericks drilled into Doucouré. Turns well. Nicely done. Origi. Assist maybe. Yes! Divock Origi with an assist on debut. Tyler Roberts will have his goal. We lead at St Mary's, and that was a very good finish. Side of the field. Jake Hesketh whips the ball into the middle maybe. Oh, just lays it there into Guido Carrillo. Oof. Draws the save out of Engel. A lot of power behind that. Fernandes will get the ball into the middle from the corner spot. Quarter circle. Here's Hesketh. Across to Redmond. Doucouré trying to get the ball away there. Fernandes, Vestergaard given away. And Malacia loses possession himself. Tyler Roberts getting stuck in. Nobody really seems to be able to keep hold of possession. Here's Jake Hesketh in behind again. Good delivery away by Nicola Nkulu. Now we do have another opportunity to counter-attack. Tyler Roberts looking for Divock Origi. Good acceleration. Brilliant tackle by Maya Yoshida. We'll be just 1-0 up at half-time. Adama on the run. And around the outside, the defender. I do have Origi in the middle, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find him. Tyler Roberts is back here, though. And off the top of the bar and over. What a way to end the half that would have been. Still in front, though, and dominant in this fixture so far. Oh, nice ball by Martin through that gap. And Kulu needs to track the man in the middle. Oh, and there's someone at the back post. Fredericks is there to head away. Can Malacia get to that? He can't. Nodded down to Jake Hesketh. Back to Cedric, the right back. Lays it inside. Hesketh again. This is dangerous, really dangerous. Andres Martin, Cedric, they're playing this about really nicely. Southampton, if they score, it would be a very good move. But Ben White, our newly anointed captain, steps in to stop them scoring. Half an hour to play. I'm going to make a change or two. Take Jared Bowen off. We'll give Josh King his debut and move him out wide. And, yes, let's bring Jamie Shackleton in at cam for Tyler Roberts. Fresh legs to try and make a difference. See this game out at least at 1-0. If not, extend it to 2. Corner for Southampton, not long after the last highlight. Delivered in by Ryan Christie and headed away by Abdoulaye Doucouré, who's been brilliant on debut. Such a good player on this game's evidence. And will be a vast improvement to our midfield. Origi, just trying to keep the ball away from all the Southampton men that were there, but I couldn't do it. Carrillo looking for the ball through, but poorly placed. Played well so far. I'm really pleased with this opening day. Gives me a lot of confidence moving forward. Southampton obviously not the most difficult of tasks. You wouldn't have thought to start the season, but still. Oh, and Origi into Josh King on his debut. Over the bar. Similar sort of finish to Origi's actually. Just not quite good enough. Good header by Malacia. Josh King picks it up and he's on the run. Romagnoli is moving to Atletico Madrid apparently. That's not the calibre of player we're in a position to be able to sign at present. I would love Romagnoli at centre-back for us, but we are looking elsewhere at present. Here comes Southampton El Newsy. Oh, brilliantly into Guido Carrillo, who lashes that home. No mistake from him. The ball in across the edge of the box was pinpoint accurate, and Southampton have themselves a leveller. And Lundu out wide. El Yunusi, he's picked him out beautifully and smacked home. That's a good goal. Fair play to Southampton. They haven't created much, but on that occasion, really good opportunity that's brilliantly tucked away. Was hoping to hold on to the 1-0 and hopefully score a second. As it turns out, we are going to need that second if we're to win this fixture. Fredericks with the throw into Calvin Phillips. Doucouré is there calling for it. Here's Divock Origi. Can he get us a winner on debut? Maybe. Oh, just as I went to pull the trigger, he gets tackled. Shackleton back to Doucouré. Calvin Phillips. Doucouré again, trying to quarterback proceedings here. Calvin Phillips with a bit of space. Hits this straight at Angus Gunn, though. I've been so pleased with the way that we've played in this game. We have to count ourselves unlucky if we don't come away with a victory. We have had plenty of chances and been very, very good offensively. And it has just taken a really well-worked goal from Southampton to pick us apart at the other end, to deny us a clean sheet and 3 points. We'll get it into the channel there for Josh King to race away with it. I'll knock it long and try and get away from the defender. And Josh King's doing really well here. And in there is Divock Origi, who's turned brilliantly, but just can't find the space to get the shot away or a pass either. It's going to be... Oh, hang on. Don't get too carried away. It might not yet be 1-1. I think it is 1-1 away from home at St Mary's, but a very positive performance from us that gives me plenty of confidence that we will be able to get ourselves a positive league finish this season. Once we improve yet further in the defence with a new right-back and new centre-back for the starting lineup, and a new winger for the starting lineup too, will be even better. Well, good things come to... I don't know why this wasn't an appropriate match would be a negative thing to say. Just didn't want to play him. Traore was okay. Is he the rising star? Not really. Let's just keep realistic expectations, shall we? He's not going to be in the starting lineup for long. He could prove me wrong, Jean-Kevin Augustin, although I was quite happy with Divock Origi. Got an assist for Tyler Roberts. Had a couple of chances himself and created another couple of chances for teammates too. Squad rotation is important, Mr. Kevin. Say no to Calvin Phillips. He's going to stay with us for the entirety of the series. At least that is still the aim for Calvin Phillips. Moving further forward then. Let's see what else we can do in the transfer window. We'll wait and see what those scout reports say for the players that we were looking at. Transfer offer for Jamie Shackleton, interestingly, from Inter Milan, which we shall reject. Still only 22, Jamie Shackleton. It's a lot younger than you realise when you're in the 4th season and he's been having an impact on the starting lineup. We've had some scout reports back. Still waiting for a number more, however. But we'll show you those players that I was looking at. Pedro De La Vega. He's so fast, but he's got no technical ability whatsoever. He's not a player that I'm going to sign for my starting lineup. That is a swift no. Loren, I'm going to remove him now. Tovan, 84 rated. Does look really good. But I've had a scout report also come back for Alan Saint-Maximin, who's so fast and does have the technical ability to go with it. He's valued at 32.5. Could be available for around 40 to 45 million pounds. I think that's a very good deal for Alan Saint-Maximin. I'm going to go for that. Kevin Volland, I'm going to say no to now as well. Sergey Gomez, he's 82 rated. Solid, but again, 30, so maybe we should look for someone younger. Cengiz Ünder looks really good too, and he could be a cheaper alternative to Saint-Maximin should we not be able to get the Frenchman. Douglas Costa, I'm going to remove. Samu Castillejo still remains an option, although he's not as good as others. And again, we are looking for preferably a winger, not a right or left mid, purely to satisfy the board's expectation. Jason Murillo, again, not that good technically, and at 80 rated and 30 years of age is going to be a no. If I was signing a backup centre-back or CDM, Edson Alvarez would be probably pretty good, but we've got Jairo Riedewald. I don't need someone that's kind of halfway between both positions, so I'm going to say no to him. Avia, I'm going to say no to as well, and also going to say no to Wesley Hoot. Waiting for further scout reports on other right-backs, including Max Aarons, Atal and Emerson, and then obviously more centre-backs too, so we shall hold off for now, but I am going to try and sign Alan Saint-Maximin before this game against Manchester United. So let's go and do that right here, right now, if we can. Alan Saint-Maximin, where are you, my friend? He should be down here, actually, thinking about it. There he is. Right. 38 to 46 million pounds-ish is what they were saying. I shall try and get him for about 35, maybe? Well, I'll bid 35 and see where they'll go from there. 42.2. I'm quite happy to pay that, but if we can save a little bit of money in the meantime, then maybe they'd be open to letting us have him a little bit cheaper. 37.2, deal done. He's on £71,000 a week at Lyon. Not sure how much of a decrease in wages he'd be willing to take to come to England. Crucial first team squad role for a winger. That will meet the board's requirement for this season. I mean, a long contract preferably, and they're quite happy to sign 4 years, which is superb. No release clause. We want 77 million. I'm going to deny it. No release clause, please. Thank you very much. Now, give me an idea what you want wage-wise. Balls. Okay. Let's say £58,000 a week and £400,000 signing on fee. 54. Okay. Plus the appearance thing, which will take it off. To be fair, it's only 10 weeks' wages. I should probably have done that if he's not going to start £4,000 a week. That's fine. Right, Alain Saint-Maximin in. We have ourselves a new starting right-sided midfielder, and that was the board congratulating us for meeting the requirement. Sorry, Jack Clark, but you are going to have to drop off the bench for the time being. Alain Saint-Maximin is in. That is fantastic. Really pleased with that signing. Him on the right, Bowen on the left. In fact, I'll swap them. Oh, this side is really taking shape now, and we still have a centre-back signing to make, and I am going to potentially have to use someone as part of that deal to be able to afford someone of quality. I want to sign a right-back as well, but I've got 20, 30, 40 million that I could raise, if not more, with Edmondson as well, through other player sales. I need someone to bid for them, though, and they're not willing to do so far. Abdoulaye Doucouré was brilliant in the first game. Certainly confident that he can do well for us. Dalbert will be decent too. And Josh King made an impact off the bench. Just unfortunately couldn't get us the win that we were after. Right then, Manchester United at home. It's game number 2 of the season. Manchester United's lineup: David De Gea between the sticks, still Wan-Bissaka, Marquinhos, Ruben Dias and Brandon Williams at left back. Julian Weigl and Dennis Zakaria. Sigankov, Dani Olmo and Daniel James, with Mason Greenwood still through the middle up top, putting their faith in the youngsters with Williams, James, Greenwood, Dani Olmo, etc. But they have the quality to make a difference. Will they make a difference on this occasion, though? Down the line there to Jared Bowen, having switched wings, but it's causing Brandon Williams all sorts of problems here to start the game. Bowen inside. Origi cannot score his first goal for the club. David De Gea with the save. Perhaps should have gone all the way with Jared Bowen there, but decided that Origi in space was the better option. Bowen, that's why I was kind of leaning towards having Bowen on the left and Alain Saint-Maximin on the right, because Bowen on his left foot there wasn't really getting the angle for the shot that I was hoping for. I do prefer cross-shot goals with the stronger foot as opposed to near-post finishes with a stronger foot. But still a good opportunity. Alain Saint-Maximin could get in behind Aaron Wan-Bissaka here, causing their fullbacks all sorts of problems in this game so far. A little bit of trickery, that's what you expect from Alain Saint-Maximin. On debut, oh, another good save by David De Gea, who's keeping Manchester United in this so far. Ward-Prowse with a really good delivery. It was Brandon Williams with a header, and Kulu was underneath it. Stronger delivery this time. Origi's there. Saint-Maximin could win this header. He has done, but will it reach Tyler Roberts? Yes, it will. He's done well to keep possession there. Ben White, give that to someone who's better on the ball. Origi, lovely turn. Former Liverpool player against Manchester United. Oh, De Gea! Jeeps, what's he doing there? That'll be a throw for us, will it? Yes, it will. Sigankov tries his best to keep it in, but can't. And Alain at Saint-Maximin having a really good impact so far. And Tyler Roberts played in again by Divock Origi. Those two are creating a partnership right at the very beginning of their time at the club. And Sigankov has had that kept in after it bounced off his back. Not sure about that. Malacia, brilliant tackle. Daniel James with the throw. It's going to go back to Brandon Williams. Force back there to Zakaria. Where's he going to go? Greenwood, Daniel James back to Zakaria again. I'll have that. Well done, James. Origi. He's pointing where he wants it, but he's not yet in a position to receive it. Now he is. Can we get there ahead of Marquinhos? Yes, we can. Divock Origi, surely now, for his first goal for the club. Divock Origi scores! It's Leeds 1. Manchester United 0 in one of the biggest games of the season for this club. Always got to beat Manchester United if you can. And we've started well again here. Let's hold on to it this time. Wan-Bissaka trying forward from right back. Trying to get past Sam Maximin with a bit of skill. Julian Weigl. Oh, nicely intercepted by Malacia and swept forward to Tyler Roberts. Round the corner to James Ward-Prowse, and on the run again could be Jarrod Bowen. And for a second time today, he's gotten the better of Brandon Williams. The youngster at left back not able to deal with this so far. Ward-Prowse, it's 2! A quick fire double. James Ward-Prowse has his first goal for Leeds United. These new signings are working wonderfully. Danny Olmo. Forward to Daniel James. His pace is just scary, Daniel James. We failed him there whilst trying to stop him. Danny Olmo to deliver the ball into the middle here for United. It's a good delivery too. Doucouré clears with the header. Brandon Williams has had his work cut out for him in defence so far, and he's not been performing that well. And we've been able to isolate him at left back. Get ourselves a goal or two from his unfortunate lack of ability in this starting lineup. Dennis Zakaria into Danny Olmo. Nice tackle by James Ward-Prowse. Every new signing to a man so far has been brilliant. I'm hoping that the remaining new players that we're going to bring in today and or tomorrow will be just as impactful and just as good. It's going to be 2-0 leads at half-time. Sigankov. Little back heel to Wan-Bissaka. Lashley trying to close him down but can't. Here's Danny Olmo. The option to play the man through. I committed thinking he was going to do that. Olmo with the shot. It's well blocked by the defender. To be fair to him, Nicola Nkulu is probably going to be losing his first team spot soon. He's had a very good start to the season at centre-back. Alan Sam Maximin. Oh, he's left Wan-Bissaka for dead. Tyler Roberts is there. Divock Origi is here too. Oh, just ran down a blind alley there. Didn't really have many options, to be fair. Doucouré given away. Oh, and given away again. Jarrod Bowen, early shot, well blocked by Brandon Williams. Is he finally going to do some decent defensive work? Bowen still gets his delivery in. Oh, what a third that would have been. Danny Olmo drives forward to Sigankov. Oh, hello. That's a little bit fancy. You do realise you're 2-0 down, right? Might be 2-1 sooner rather than later. Greenwood back to Danny Olmo. Brilliant tackle by Ben White. Our new captain leading by example. Absolute rock for us throughout the entirety of this save so far, showing the determination and has earned that captain's armband 100%. Ben White. United are playing well offensively but have just been leaky at the back, basically playing like me against Southampton and me in the previous couple of seasons. They aren't the strongest of teams, Manchester United, be that in real life or this save. It's not a scary starting lineup for Manchester United, and I always feel confident against them, and on this occasion we are getting the result to go with that high level of confidence. They're still relatively dangerous on the counter-attack with players like Dan James, but they haven't been able to get in behind Adama. Now, he will tear Brandon Williams apart given the opportunity. Jamie Shackleton could play a little bit deeper here, and let's give Dalbert a game at left-back. Some fresh legs out the back to try and deal with their offensive efforts. Sigankov has been very influential for them on the right-hand side so far. Hopefully, fresh legs to Dalbert, making his debut for the club, can try and keep him quiet for the remaining 25 minutes. Wide to Sigankov again. Dalbert trying to deal with him. That's what we've basically brought him on for. Try and stop them utilising Sigankov as an attacking outlet. Oh, they might be quite annoyed there that actually that foul was given. Jamie Shackleton breaking up. Oh, come off it! You are having a laugh? He just bumped him off the ball. I need to see a replay of that. Jamie Shackleton sent off pretty much immediately after he's come onto the field. I need to see a replay of that, please. Wan-Bissaka driving inside. Jamie Shackleton comes across. Yeah, it's poorly timed by me. Probably looks slightly different in real time. But that's not a red card challenge. In what universe is that a red card? It's just poorly timed, late. Starts line up. I've not left the ground. I just didn't particularly time it that well. And he sent him off. Well, that's going to change the way the game's going to play out in the final 13 minutes or so. Glad I made that defensive change with Dalbert now. It's going to be nervy. We have given it away, but we're wasting precious seconds for Manchester United. And time is going to run out on them. There is still time for one, but I highly doubt there's time for two. Julian Weigl in there to Zakaria. All through to Mason. It's Sriracha, not Mason Greenwood, and he's buried it. There is time for one, but I don't think there's time for two. United pull one back through Matthias Sriracha, but we should be able to see this out now. Just keeping possession, winding the time down. That red card certainly has changed the way that the game ended, but we will get our 3 points against Manchester United. You let me know in the comment section what you think of that red card. It was late, not denying that, but I don't think that was worthy of a straight red. Really don't think that was worthy of a straight red. Manchester City have demolished Wolves by 5-0. I'm not sure when the next game is. Not sure if it's a week or whether it's midweek. Josh King, didn't he make his... He played in the last game. He has made his debut. What are you talking about? Dalbert, very pleased with him. He must give it his all. And he did give it his all and was very solid. Abdoulaye Doucouré, really, really good. He's capable of a bit more. It's not easy to fit into a new team. Keep it realistic. He's been brilliant. He's would have been one of my favourite signings so far. I don't know why they're criticising him in the press. A transfer off for Edmondson. Thank you. He's out for one match, Jamie Shackleton. It should be 3, really, shouldn't it, for a straight red? 7.2. I will negotiate and try and get a little bit more. We'll wait for those other centre-back scout reports to come back. He's only 21. I'm not going to get a load for him, but I'll ask for 8.5. And I'll negotiate 7.8, and I'm happy to accept that. Anything to add to our budget, because I would ideally like a centre-back and a right-back between now and the end of this transfer window, but we'll have to wait and see how far our money stretches. Training the goalkeepers. And Miller is up 1 to 73. His reflexes and diving are great. In fact, his diving is better than Engel, but positioning still an issue for young regens, as has always been the case really with FIFA 20, or with FIFA in general. Right, let's have a look at these centre-backs then. Got scout reports back on everybody but Atal with regards to the right-back role. So, Max Aarons, 27 million. Rapid, not amazing, technically, but only 22. That seems like it could be a good deal for us. Emerson, 2, however, does look good, fast, and just as good in the tackle. Not quite as good technically. I would expect Atal to be better technically than either of the other two, though. So we'll wait and see what he comes back as. Actually, I'm not sure if Atal's actually being scouted, because I did have to hire a new scout and send him out to scout a number of players. And no, I am going to have to scout in 6 days. That's fine. We can get that back before we make a decision on the right back. Centre back though, we can make a decision now. Joe Gomez is going to be a no. Let's see what have we got. Jamal Lascelles, 81 rated and cheap. Only 81 rated. Is that good enough? I'm not sure. Tomori would be brilliant. He's valued at 27, would cost us over 30. Chiellini, 38 years of age now. Gomez, 82 at 30. I'm signed Tomori over him, to be fair. Kabak, 78 rated at 22. He's one for the future, not one for now. We have other options for the future at centre-back, not for now, with regards to our youth players. Tadibo, similarly. Eric Bailly, 83 rated. Could be available for relatively cheap. That could be a good one for us. At the minute, I'm looking at Bailly or Tomori. Tomori is the more longer-term option. We have managed at Chelsea before this on FIFA 20, though. And we have used him previously this year. I'm going to leave that open to you guys. I'm going to take Kabak off. I'm going to take Tadibo off. How much is Chiellini, just out of interest? 10 mil. Leave a comment down below, and also thumbs up comments of other people that have commented for your preferred centre-back from these on the list. Lascelles, Tomori, Chiellini, Bailly. Let me know. We'll see if we can get a scout report back for Atal before the next game. so that I can get you guys to vote on the right back too. I'm hoping that I still haven't gotten a bid for Callum Wilson or Danny Rose. I'll try and use Danny Rose as part of the deal for one of the others. Have we had scout report back for Atal yet? Not yet. Physically looks superb. Technically looks like he's going to be very, very good as well. 30 million though. He is more expensive, to give you a bit of context. 30 million. I currently have available in my transfer budget 22-ish. But Edmondson is about to be sold, hopefully. I can't go any further in this game against Bournemouth. Edmondson's about to be sold, and I do have Danny Rose and Gazaniga and Callum Wilson to potentially use in one of those deals for the centre-back or right-back. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I will sign one of the people that's on this shortlist. Actually, have we had a scout report back on Curtis Jones? Does that come back yet? 74 rated. Yeah, that's going to be a no at no point. And we did get a scout report back on Alfonso Davis as well. Is he any good in the tackle? No, he's not. I'm going to say no to him. So, still could sign Porro, to be fair, for right back. Porro, I'm going to say no. Oh, bear in his transfer list. He's only 27. Jesus. I'm going to say no to a Hezebway now then. Porro, Bayern, Aarons, Atal, Emerson. Leave a comment and thumbs up others that you see commenting the one that you'd like me to sign. Lascelles, Tomori, Chiellini, Bailly. Don't put them both in the same comment. Comment a right back and then a separate comment for a centre back, so that people don't get you might put two and they might like the right back but not the centre back. Vote for the right back by giving it a thumbs up, and then I might misinterpret that as the centre back. So separate comments for centre back and right back. Let me know. We could still go for Nico Schultz and play him at right back. I'm going to take Alvarez off. He's going to be cheaper because he's transfer listed, although he is 29 years of age. Let me know. I will sign as you vote and want me to. Bournemouth and Burnley to come in tomorrow's episode, and we will end the transfer window tomorrow. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching as ever. Do drop the video a like rating as well as those comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of Season 4. We've had a very good start to the season. Signings have been brilliant. The performances have been brilliant. And we are unbeaten so far in our opening two. And only 2 points off top. Aiming for a top 6 finish this season. Can we do it? I'll see you tomorrow.